Turkey presses Russia to restrain Assad's attacks on Idlib. Bloomberg: Turkey wants Russia to help stop Syrian government attacks on Idlib, a senior security official said, days after President Bashar al-Assad's forces shelled Turkish troops monitoring a truce in the northwestern Syrian region. While Russia and Turkey agreed on a truce in Idlib last year, the spillover from Assad's attacks on the final rebel stronghold in Syria's civil war is creating strain, just as Turkey weighs deploying a Russian missile defense system. The US's threat: Assad's forces have stepped up attacks on civilians in Idlib, which borders Turkey, in an attempt to undermine the Russian-Turkish deal to maintain the provincial truce, according to the Turkish official, who asked not to be named, discussing the government's stance on a sensitive issue. Turkey has set up several military checkpoints in the area as part of its deal with Russia. Some of those out. Turkish Defense Minister Hulusi Akar has said Turkish troops won't retreat, and that his top general reminded his Russian counterparts of the shared responsibility to maintain stability in the area. Amid increasing tension with President Donald Trump's administration over U.S. support for Kurdish militants in Syria, Turkey is planning to buy Russia's S-400 air defense system to protect its broader economic and security interests in the eastern Mediterranean. In response, the U.S. has threatened to impose sanctions on Turkey, a member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and ejected from the U.S. F-35 fighter jet program. Syrian attacks near Idlib are putting pressure on Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's ties with Russia's Vladimir Putin, a stalwart backer of Assad. Despite their difference, to contact the reporter on this story, Selkan Hakaoglu in Ankara at Shaykoglu@bloomberg.net. To contact the editors responsible for this story, James Ludden at jludden@bloomberg.net. Benjamin Harvey at. For more articles like this, please visit us at. Copyright 2019 Bloomberg LP.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.